Hello there. Now, I'm sure that perhaps quite a couple of times, quite many times, perhaps even often throughout the day, you may have some intrusive thoughts, some anxious thoughts. Like, for example, you're just minding your own business, you're just chilling in the bed, on the couch, on the sofa, on the chair, and you may think yourself of past events, past things that made you cringe, like asking someone out and they refused, and then you made some weird ass face about it, and then you just feel really bad about it. And you just remember, and it just keeps after that, it just starts spiraling into even worse thoughts, as in I'm not good enough and I should just quit, I should just stop, and yada yada, all that bullshit, which I'm sure you have been through that as well. And a good way to get past those, to be more in control of your thoughts, more in control of your decisions, of your choices you make throughout the day, it will be to practice mindfulness, practice thinking. And to do that, you're gonna need to start meditating. Now, what is meditating? In case you've never heard of it, is the act of just focusing on one thing. And by doing that, you practice, you train your mind to focus better, to be more capable of taking the choices that you put yourself to. For example, I used to have the issue of forgetting often, and also being an airhead, and just being a yes man as well. Whenever somebody will just ask me, hey, can you do that for me, or go do that for me? Yeah, sure, no problem, I'm going. And then 1 second later, I'm just thinking, why did I say yes? I said I wouldn't say yes to that. Or just the airhead part is I will just work, minding my own business, and then all of a sudden I just remember all the things I did as a kid, and I just don't do any work at all for like 30 minutes. I just start daydreaming about the most weirdest things ever for the next 30 minutes, and I don't do anything. And it had a bad influence. I used to get kind of scolded a bit at my old place because of that, because I wasn't up to par. I wasn't providing the work that I was supposed to do. I was kind of behind on my tasks, to put it like that. And I also used to still kind of forget often, like goldfish memory, maybe. Like I was told, go do that, and while you do that, also do this. I go there, do the first thing, absolutely forget the second thing. Like, no shot, I remember the second thing. I just go straight back. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. And it was kind of a often occurrence because I was working as a secretary, and there were a lot of papers and a lot of bills, orders that I had to take up, and I will sometimes just forget about them. And the ones that I will forget about will end up costing the place I was working at, and that was not something that I should be doing at all. And I saw quite often videos about how to start meditating, how to meditate, how it helps, and all that mambo jumbo. And in the beginning, I thought to myself, hey, I should do this. Maybe it will help with my memory. Maybe I'll buy some magnesium pills. I was searching online for pills, vitamins that will enhance my memory. And that's when I started reading books more often. Now, let me tell you, I did those three. None of them helped. My memory, still kind of a goldfish. Maybe it's a bit better. Still bad if you ask me. I still forget little things. But what happened after that, after doing meditation for a few months, I started being more in control of my thoughts. Like I will just be maybe anxious, think how I fucked that up, how I fucked that bill up, and I should just quit. I shouldn't be doing this anymore. And it kind of escalated from that little thought of how I remember myself that I fucked up something. Now that I started meditating and actually being more mindful, more present, I was able to stop myself. Just stop. And it was very helpful because I wasn't spiraling, I wasn't wasting so much time on some useless thoughts that I shouldn't be having. I should be improving myself instead of reminding myself for the next 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour, how I should just quit and not be doing this thing anymore, which wasn't very helpful at all. That was kind of doing me bad. And another thing that also I noticed and helped me out with would be I was more present when I was talking with people. Sometimes and I was giving them the attention that they deserve while I was in that moment of talking with them. I used to, when talking with people, just think about like two things at the same time while I was talking to someone. Like I was talking with them, but I was thinking of what I should be doing tomorrow or all random stuff. And I was much more present. You know how those boomers used to say, "Oh yeah, you're just on your phone and you're just not in here," or you know that. Yeah, well, it kind of helped with that, and I started not using my phone as much when talking with people. Like I just threw it aside and actually paid attention to you, actually listened to you. I was actually engaged. And I gotta admit, they were kind of right on that one because it's kind of bad not being present in the talk, in the conversation. And another benefit of that, let me tell you, is I am able to stick to the choices I make. For example, I'm not going to use my phone, browse memes for the next hour, and instead of that, I will be doing something else. I will be making some food, for example, because when you're just a bit bored and you don't have anything to do, you just sit down, open your phone, just browse some memes. Yeah, you do that, and then just boof, 30 minutes, 1 hour passed out of nowhere, and you're like, what the fuck, where's my time, where did it go? And instead of doing that, I just stop myself and I do something else which helps me out, and that's something very good and necessary to myself, because these things, the phone, the PC, and all these things I have, they're kind of eating away at my time if I don't keep them in check. So I have to be mindful about them. Now, after saying all those perks and benefits and why I should start it, and all those things, I'm going to recommend you to use an app which is called Medito. I will put it in the description below. It's an app you can download on your phone, and it will teach you step by step, very good guide on how to start meditating. I myself was also recommended that and also used it. It's very helpful, very easy to start. It will just, in the beginning, give you some easy steps. This is how you sit, this is how you breathe, this is what you should think about, and it's no problem if your thoughts start drifting. And totally recommend it. If this thing latched on to you, I hope you actually try it, because trust me, it's useful, it's handy, and I definitely recommend it for you. It will help you out throughout your life, and you will notice it not soon. It's gonna take like a few weeks, maybe a month, maybe too much. It took me like 1 month and a bit of doing it daily, kind of daily, of me noticing some effects of that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye.